FM, bringing you the warmest wishes this festive season. As the bells ring and the lights shine bright, may your homes be filled with joy, love, and laughter. Christmas is the time for giving, sharing, and cherishing moments with loved ones. Let's spread the kindness and embrace the spirit of togetherness that makes the season so special. From all of us at Mainland 98.3 FM, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year ahead.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Welcome to the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
Thank you for staying with us. It is to Milan 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. Time check right now is 8:46 a.m. And this is time for Milan Focus, and that's the part where you get to be the analyst. You share your own thoughts and your submission as regards the focal points on the table this morning. My name still remains Omobola Sandra, and I still have Fuad Sahid with me via the phone line. And this morning we have two focal points taken off the front page of the Punch newspaper. The first is as regards local government autonomy and the implementation or the delayed implementation of the Supreme Court judgment July 2024. And the second, of course, is the APC's reaction to a closed-door meeting that was held between Kwakwanso, Donald Duke, and former President Olusegun Obasanjo, saying that Tinubu is not threatened. President Tinubu is not threatened by Obasanjo Kwakwanso Obi's 2027 talks. Those are the focal points that we're looking at this morning. Don't forget, we are live on Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. That is the handle to look out for on both platforms, Mainland 98.3 FM. Okay, so you can drop your submissions. Even as the show progresses, we'll read them alongside the WhatsApp messages. And we have not even reeled out the focal point, so can you please stay on the phone calls, all right, so we can connect with Side Forward. Thank you very much. Okay, so the first is as regards the implementation of the local government autonomy. What is the fate of the local government autonomy 6 months after, and it has not been implemented? July 11, 2024, the Supreme Court ruled that local government funds should be paid directly to the local governments for grassroots governance, and also the fact that state governors do not have the power to put caretaker committees in place of local government chairman. And so since July up until now, local government funds are still being paid directly to state government accounts, and associations are coming up and trying to bring attention to that fact. ALGON, Association of Local Government of Nigeria, and also NULGE, that's National Union of Local Government Employees, speaking out as regards implementation of the local government autonomy. So we're asking that, what is the fate of the local government autonomy, and what exactly is your own interpretation of practical impediments, as from the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edu, who said that the reason why they have not implemented the Supreme Court judgment was due to challenges due to practical impediments, quote and unquote. So what's your own analysis of that, and how can we ensure proper implementation? This is the Supreme Court judgment. It is not the Supreme Court is not something that we should just set aside. That's the highest level of justice room in the country, and it's the Supreme Court judgment. If a Supreme Court judgment is not being implemented 6 months after, that should be a cause for concern. So how can we ensure a proper implementation, or how do we even ensure proper local government autonomy. Some people have said, oh no, it's the electoral reforms that we should look at. We should look at how these local government chairmen even come into place. We should take away election of local government chairmen from the state's, independent electoral commissions. We should take it away from them. What do you think? Do you agree? How can we ensure proper autonomy for the local government, and how can we ensure a proper implementation of the Supreme Court judgment as regards local government financial autonomy? And what's your take on practical impediments as stated by Mr. Wale Edun? What is the fate of the local government autonomy? That's the first focal point. The second is as regards, this statement from the APC on Tinubu not threatened by Obasanjo, Kwakwanso, and Obi's 2027 talks. Is it a factor of performance, or what's giving the APC such confidence? Or are they taking advantage of the crisis in the opposition? Because all of the opposition parties, one way or the other, have one crisis they are dealing with. The PDP is fragmented. The Labour Party in recent times have lost a certain number of their, representatives in the National Assembly when they went into the, new administration with about 35, reps, and now it's down to 17. All right. And then you also have the NNPP, Kwakwanso, and the governor of Kano State with some, fracas as well. And, and all the other, but those are the major, opposition anyway. So with all of these crises that, have taken over in these major opposition parties and even some other opposition parties as well, do you think that that is what is emboldening the APC as regards, a sure second term for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Or is it a factor of performance? Are they really certain or confident in their performance, in the past 18 months or thereabout? Or is it because the opposition is not bringing something new to the table? All of these people that, the opposition, all of the people that have been meeting behind closed doors, they're all spent. There are people that have been there, done that. There's no saint amongst them. Do you think that maybe that's another thing that is emboldening the APC? And do you think it is something that maybe the opposition should consider? Maybe they should look into actually having someone new on the ballot. I think, a lot of people would agree that that was, what, prompted the obedient movement in the 2023 general election, something fresh, something new. So do you think that maybe to chip the wings of the APC at this time now is to probably consider bringing a new name to the table? Not these old politicians, not these ones who have, spent already, who are one way or the other, former governors or former heads of state or former president or a former somebody, someone who, will probably bring something fresh to the table. All right, so that is what we're asking this morning as regards the second focal point. So of course we'll take Said Fuhad's own submission first, then we move to the phone line. All right, so Fuad, over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Sandra. Well, local government autonomy comes in different parts. The one we're even struggling to deal with now is financial autonomy for the local government, Sandra, which is even the most important part of the autonomy conversation for local government. How to ensure that, look, like former President Muhammadu Buhari put it, the governors are not stealing the monies of the local government. That was the way he put it. And that's actually the reality. So, and that's what we are dealing with now. We're struggling to achieve that. We're struggling to take away the hands of our governors from, stealing the monies that are supposed to go to the local government. But again, my position is not different from what the Deputy Senate President, Jᴏɪᴜ Aᴊɪ๏ᴏ said when this matter was brought to the Senate initially. And what he said is that, look, the best way to ensure financial autonomy or any form of autonomy for the local government is to look at the electoral process that produces these local government chairmen. Now, until that is addressed, we're only wasting our time. And that was why some of us were not really optimistic about the prospect of ensuring autonomy for the local government when that Supreme Court judgment was delivered. Because it was basically just like putting the cart before the horse. So I look at it now, 6 months down the line, the best we are getting from the Minister of Finance is that there are practical impediments to ensuring monies are transferred directly from the federal purse to the local government. What are those practical impediments? We don't know. So since we don't know and they have not told us 6 months down the line, I think it's just important for us to accept that, look, I think somehow the government has suddenly realized that it's an effort in futility to have gone to the Supreme Court to get a judgment hoping that it will free the local government from the apron strings of the governors. The reality is that we have to go back to the basics. We have to go back to the foundation of the problem. And the foundation of the problem was when the governors, through the instrumentality of the laws of the state, hijacked the entire electoral process of how people are produced as local government chairmen. And we have to go back to that, Sandra. I keep talking about Lagos, for example. I can tell you for free that if in Lagos, for example, a major opposition political party wins one of the local governments in Lagos, it will be a problem. Because he might not even play ball with them. He might not even deal with them. So we need to go back. The first step is, look, can we just cancel this thing called SEC? The fraudulent arrangement called SEC has to go. If it doesn't go, we are wasting time, Sandra. Because again, in our nature and character, we are just a people that are not wired to do the right thing. Ordinarily, if we were people that do the right thing irrespective, there's not a problem that we have states in different electoral commissions, conducting this election. But because of the way we know ourselves and the fact that we are not wired, really, to live above board and do the right thing, we just have to accept our fate. So until we do that, look, even if we find a way around this problem of transferring money directly to the local government, who are the people at the local government now, Sandra? Who are the people we've elected here or selected here? It was even so bad that in Ogun State, Sandra, that the governor of the state, on the day when they were having local government election in Ogun State, was in Ondo State for another person's election. Does that not tell you something? That they know what they've done and they know what they are doing? So when they were talking about homegrown solution to the problem, they basically just looked at the Supreme Court judges and they were just laughing. And that's what we are saying. So this is what it is, Sandra. And then on the issue of the opposition, again, I don't know, maybe a breath of fresh air, maybe something new would help the opposition. But look, you can't even build on nothing, Sandra. As it is, the house of the opposition does not just have a crack. It's going to cave on them. If it's a crack, you can even say you patch. This one is, the pillars are pulling off already, are falling completely. And it is there for us to see. Politically, they are not able to put themselves together. Whether it is the handwork of the APC or not, the reality is that, look, our politicians, especially at the level of the opposition, have not been able to behave themselves properly. Like people who are serious to wrestle power from the APC in 2027. And look, the people may be dissatisfied with the performance of this government. The reality is that, look, their dissatisfaction can only amount to electoral victory for the opposition if they are able to put themselves together. Whether through a new face or a old face, the reality is that it is, as it stands, politically speaking, the APC stands a better chance ahead of them in 2027. I'm not saying in terms of performance or what the people want to do. The reality is that, look at the PDP, for example, a house in complete disarray. Look at the Labour Party, the party of Abure, as we speak. To the extent that even Governor Oti is already looking at porting to somewhere else if the Labour Party remains the way it is. Have you go into the 10th Assembly with 38 out of West members and you are only left with 17? And whether you like it or not, the electoral process, with the level of poverty in the country, has made it difficult for us to have the people really to be able to hold their political leaders' accounts on the ballot. Through the ballot, sorry. That you go through. Look at what has happened in the last elections we've had, from Ondo to Ondo. And you can even see the confidence of the chairman of the APC. He knows that the structure we have, the electoral process we have, gives the party the opportunity to capture more states. And with more states, it's a better assurance ahead of 2027 for them. So it is left for the opposition to read the room, know that all is not well with them, and do what they need to do if they will stand a chance against the APC in 2027. Because at the end of the day, our electoral process does not necessarily guarantee that the people's wish will be done at the ballot. God bless Nigeria.
Sandra, well, thank you. Thank you very much, Said Fuad. I appreciate your contribution this morning. Okay, so now we open the phone line for you to share yours, and the number to call is 0913 6000 410. 0913 600410. That is the number to call. For WhatsApp messages, the number is 0913 600430. 0913 600430. That is the number to send your WhatsApp messages to. And we are live on Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. So you can share your thoughts via those platforms as well. The handle to look out for is Mainland 98.3 FM on both Facebook and YouTube. And we'll read them alongside the WhatsApp messages as the show progresses. All right. Thank you very much for staying with us. Time check right now is 9 o'clock. And you are listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. We have just 2 minutes. So please let's stick within the 2 minutes. For each caller, would really appreciate if we can respect that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Sandra.
Good morning.
My name is Oluwatoyin from Songo.
Oluwatoyin from Songo.
On the issue of what the coordinating minister of the economy said regarding the impediment in the implementation of the judgment from the Supreme Court, there will always be impediment. And that impediment is right in that constitution, 1999 constitution, that they already gave to us by Salam Abubakar. That document has a lot of impediment that is stagnating our development. And it's also going to affect whatever electoral reform we want to do. They deliberately put that document there to be a kind of a stagnating something for us. And it's going to continue that way, except we do something about that very constitution. And the judgment from the Supreme Court was just a policy judgment. The ambiguity is already in the constitution, and that's what we have been battling with since 1999. And that is why that constitution and what it brought in fact there make it practically impossible to even think out with it. Because we think out within that constitution, it has to go through all the 36 House of Assembly. And 2/3 must ratify it. And 2/3 we are talking here is 24. And the North has 19 states, the Southern has 17. And there are some key issues that we don't agree on. And that is why we are trying to amend. There is a stopping block. We try to amend, because when you talk of autonomy for local government, some states will not allow hair. So the problem is the constitution. And for as long as we are using operating on that constitution, there will always be impediments. And the issue of margin, it will be practically impossible for them to merge now, because the dynamics of top three is different now. There is no way they are going to talk of margin without considering regions. As it is now, President Tinubu is already using the first 4 years of the South. That must be key. And the North rooting for Jonathan now is not because they love Jonathan. They know Jonathan is the only candidate that has the only constitutional right for just the term. And that is why they are using that. Thank you, Sandra.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Madam Sandra.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Samuel calling from Lɪධᴇ.
Okay.
Yeah, Oga, good morning.
Is with you. Carry on.
Yes, Sandra, I want to say something concerning this local government autonomy that we are talking about. You see, the challenge that we are facing on this issue is based on the kind of politician that we have in Nigeria today. Because there is no sincerity. It's all about their interest. Ideally, this issue will have been a very simple issue if really we have the interest of this country in our heart as a politician, or all this legislature, the National Assembly and the Senate, if they have the interest of this country in their heart. It will have been easy for them to just amend the constitution. But it's just because of their personal interest that they have. That is why they will never do it, because most of them have the interest of maybe after leaving the Senate or leaving the House of Reps, they are falling back to their state to go and contest for a governor. Understand? So they will never allow this thing to work. So what do we do? These are the critical questions that we need to ask ourselves. What do we do at this critical time, that the situation that we find ourselves? because even I could remember the former president wanted to give the autonomy to by signing the executive order to give the autonomy to the state judiciaries and the local government. And all the 36 state governors gathered together and went to court to challenge that executive order. So the question I'm asking, with all the intelligent people that we have in this country and the lawyers, all these people that we have, so does it mean that there is no any means that we can find a way to do away with this issue? That is the question. And if what can even help me to answer this question, does it mean that we don't have any means, or that the issue will remain like this? We can't find solution to this issue that we are facing today.
All right.
And for the merger, I think I'm even happy. We need to have a merger. Let's have a strong opposition. Have maybe a third force that can even challenge this current government, because it seems like maybe nothing is happening. So they do as they like.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate your contribution. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Sister Sandra. Good morning. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Yeah, my name is Peter Monse from Shomolu.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Sister Sandra, they said the local government is a government that brings governance closer to the grassroots people. Now tell me, which of these politicians would want the grassroots people to enjoy anything? Because you have a local government functioning, you will have pipe on water running. They will take care of your environment. Nothing like that. Sandra, yesterday, I was bogged down when my little girl told me that 3 sachets of pure water is 100 naira. Something that 100 naira used to buy a bag of 20 sachets before APC came in. Unfortunately, APC has nothing for Nigerians, so they will not allow whatever autonomy for local government to work, because grassroots people are not recognized in Nigeria. We are just on our own. And they're telling me that Tinubu is not threatened by whatever major Ḥᴏᴜ, they should not be bothered about those people. I think those people that God will give them the grace to survive this onslaught of the Tinubu government called governance, those people will not go to poll in 2027 based on political parties. I think I was going to poll, if God say my life is then, will be on what is on ground. The hunger on the land will inform my choice. The suffering, the insecurity, the children withdrawing from school, no drugs in the hospital, companies folding up, insecurity everywhere. Nigerians are being killed by terrorists, they are being killed by the police. Amnesty International told us 10,000 died in military custody. Those are the things that will inform my decision in 2027. So it's not about APC, PDP. No. We just want to insist that from next year, 2025, when they will review the Electoral Act, Nigerians, please let us come together and ask for no elongation of tenure for Mahmoud Yakubu. The president must not appoint INEC chairman, must not appoint the Inspector General, must not appoint all those key people that played during the election. We should make that to happen in this election so that Nigerians will vote for redemption. We should not continue like this. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution. 0913-6000-410. That is the number to call. Please, let's stick within the 2 minutes time frame. Would really appreciate. I really do not want to have to cut people off. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning.
My name is Lloyd from Akbaja.
Oh, you're welcome.
The truth of the matter, this local government autonomy. I always say something. People do not believe me. Because who is introducing the local government autonomy? Let us look at the precedent. What I suspect, why they don't want to release the money? Their plan was that they want to frustrate the River State governor, thinking that they will get hold of the River State local government. But unfortunately, it does not work that way. That's why they try to go around the state person. So, let's not know why I'm talking about the measure. The measure they are doing. That's what the credit of this. Don't forget about it. Because the only person we are in trust. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Didn't get that though. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, John from Ogba. Are you hearing me clearly?
Yes.
If somebody has seen the 2 minutes time limit, cut him off. It's a standing rule. So, as regards, I will talk about local government autonomy. Like the last caller said, who is introducing the local government autonomy? And if anybody is thinking about the National Assembly to think with the Constitution, majority of the National Assembly are ex-governors. Some of them are ex-governors. So you think they want to remove the carpet, and they have their stooge, their puppets as governors in all the states, in nearly all the states. So do you think it is possible for them to really enact laws that will remove the status quo, the way they've been stealing money before? You think the ones that are in National Assembly now that is responsible to think out, do you think they will do it? They will never do it. So that's the problem that we are having. That's the problem that we are having now. And as it is, only God will save us from this the so-called democracy. But this is not democracy. Good morning.
Good morning. It's okay. Thank you very much. 10 minutes past 9, and it's Milan 98.3 FM. We have some messages on WhatsApp. I'll just quickly take a look at a few of them before we go back to the phone line. Awolo Christopher from Shogunle is saying APC is right. The party has arranged everything. It has taken care of everything. And when the result is declared, you can go to court where everything has also been taken care of to waste your time and money. It is God that can change the present status quo. However, the talk should go on so as to keep us busy. Awolo Christopher from Shogunle sharing that one. James from Agbado Junction is saying, if I may ask, the Nigerian laws function. It can only function where common people are. Even if the local government financial autonomy is implemented, what difference would that have made when governors own our electoral acts in their kitty? It's fair for APC to be talking about. No, I hope I got that. Yes, I did. All right. Benjamin from Shogunle, you see how Nigerian politicians have bastardized our Nigerian institution. How can the highest court of a country pass a judgment and the judgment has not been carried out by the people concerned? It is an embarrassing situation. As per APC comments on the visit of Donald Duke, Benjamin from Shogunle sharing that one. I also have here Noah from Igondo. If the APC and the presidency are not scared of the meeting between Baba Basanjo and other political elites, why are they making noise and frightened? The APC leaders know their leadership performance is very low. Therefore, if the electoral system is holistically reformed and institutions allowed to function, the opposition parties will definitely sweep them away in 2027. We should measure the continuation of any government on good governance, on good performance rather, and provisions of social amenities, and not on intrigues, manipulations, and maiming of opposition. If Baba Basanjo doesn't have political value, let's allow him and his group to test the waters in the next dispensation without intimidation. And that's Noah from Igondo. Expose the greed of caliber of people we elect INEC to conduct elections instead of the shouting or contempt of court to threaten the governors that have immunity. Alhaji Remy, 9136410. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Sandra. Alhaji Suba. Is it not further? We have several and something, local government in this country. Budgeted. You see, whenever, government is, distributing revenue, it is being budgeted as they are budgeting for stakes. But with the inquisitiveness of the governors, they hijack it because of their service end. That is just it. And we need to Nigeria to understand. I keep on saying, democracy is not working for Nigeria because it's making the Nigerian people more poorer. Their life is getting richer, and the ordinary man is getting poorer. So we should rethink ourselves, rephrase ourselves. These people, they are bent on continuity. Look, Sandra, I will tell you something. I went as far to Kwara this week. The Oyo to Ogbomoso, who has been in comatose for the past 30 years. Go there, you will see. And we have senators, we have representatives. So they are only after themselves. The same thing happened to the Eastern Road. You understand? You look, a distance from here to maybe to Island, they will go by air. They don't care. And that is what is happening. When the airways is a strike, what do they do? Within 24 hours, they settle the Nigerian Airways because that is their route. So Nigerians should rethink themselves. These people, this democracy is not working for us. It's not. It's killing us. It's not making Nigeria for us. This is a blessed country, Sandra. We have been blessed with so many things. Nigeria, single Nigeria, supposed not to suffer. But God will hack them. I keep on saying, because they bastardize this country. All our commonwealth, they destroy it. They kill it because of their selfish interest. And look at the so-called Mamaja you are talking about. Look at Obasanjo. He didn't have mouth to come and be telling Nigeria. Look at Abeokuta Road. When he was in government, what did he do? He should go and sit down. All of them that they say they are going to Maja, what is their assistant? Assistant, what did they do for Nigeria? I think we spoil this country. He sold the commonwealth of business. They divide it by themselves. Let them go and sit down. The same thing will be himself. Have a nice day.
Thank you. It's all right. Well, are we saying that we should just leave and let live? Should we just move on? So are we saying that there's no one at all that can actually stand as some sort of, should we say savior now, or a switch or a change that we desire for the country? Being careful now to use the word change. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Exercise, Julia. Between 90 times for the national interest.
Thank God.
Yesterday, I'm sure that is how it is in all the 774 local governments. August, September, and October. They've not paid them for November and December. And and it's going to be like that in the same, like as I'm in a border town of Ogun now. It's the same way. They've collected money, but I'm not seeing any presence of any local government job being done on streets, on communities. I'm not seeing anything. And I'm not hearing anybody saying that, what if we want